Bears Studios. It's in the building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Oh,
¿Qué pasó, eh?
Paso.
What it do, baby?
Fiesta time in San Antonio, Texas, right? The big one. But a Spurs photo that the team released yesterday has everybody buzzing. Post this up there, Bug Cat. Show the people this photo. Some of y'all probably
everyone's seen it.
It's gone viral.
Not that guy. He's short.
2 times over. The handsome lad there with the long hair on the left side of that picture, he is 6 feet 11 inches tall.
Okay.
The young man there in the Guayvera looking shirt,
Guayvera.
in the jeans, the
dad jeans.
the dad jeans with the short hair. I think his name's David
David, what is it?
Rubenstein. Yeah.
Shoot.
So he is 7 feet tall. And then the young man there with the long hair holding the Rookie of the Year trophy, he's like 6 feet 7.
Hair makes him 6'11".
Yeah. What the fuck is that to the far right in the purple shorts? That's not a person.
That is not 7'4", bro. Wemby's stressing he's 7'4". Bro, like, look, okay, if Dave is 7, now, first of all, I think him and Tim may have both shrunk an inch because of age. Don't we shrink when we get older?
I've been told that. Like gravity.
But the thing
has a
is, though,
way.
they don't have the hunchback, so they still. Dave's 7'1". I'm going 7'1" with Dave.
Okay.
So Wemby's shoulders are at Dave's cheekbone. Wemby's 7'7", right?
Yeah.
There's no way he's 7'4".
You
mean
and
there's no way, bro?
Right. So I could kiss Wemby. I could kiss Wemby on the weenie, standing straight up.
No, it's balls.
Maybe balls.
It's balls.
Wow. It's
It's ball
insane.
sack. It's
It's
ball sack.
crazy.
No, you and I are right at Wemby's ball sack on a drop today.
They released this photo yesterday to commemorate Steph Castle winning the Rookie of the Year, which is very cool. But
That was super cool that
no
those
one
three
even
came
bothered
out.
to talk about Castle in the picture. It is cool that they came out. That's cool.
Can you believe we have 4 rookies of the year?
I can, with the legacy of this team. It's the all-time winningest team by winning percentage. You know what guys won more games than any players ever lived? I think it's Tim Duncan.
I thought it was LeBron.
I think number 2 is.
I thought it was LeBron.
Really?
I think it's LeBron.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he played 22 seasons. It should be.
Well, yeah.
I think it's
maybe
Brown.
Playoff wins or some shit like that.
I don't know.
I think Tim's number 1 in individual playoff.
Oh, okay, cool.
Maybe Bill Russell, but Tim's up there.
Right.
Anyway, this is a legacy franchise. I'm not surprised that they have rookies of the year. This is why I bitched yesterday. Now go show me the money now. You got back-to-back rookies of the year.
Right.
All right. How about back-to-back playoff? How about one playoff appearance to show? Anyway.
Nobody could tell me Wemby hasn't grown.
But everyone saw that picture. It was like, damn, okay. Is it possible that the room they were standing in, maybe Tim was just a little bit standing behind Wemby by a couple of inches, so it has an impact on maybe the depth perception's off?
Where'd the pick go? Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe because sometimes
you wouldn't make a 7'4" guy stand on something, right?
No, but like maybe like Timmy's a little, maybe he's off center, maybe he's not exactly lined up with Wemby. Nonetheless, though, that is insane how tall Victor Wembanyama is.
Look at how long his arms are.
Yeah.
Look from shoulder to the middle fingertip.
He could speaking of his ball sack, he could scratch his balls without bending over.
I can too.
But like he might be able to scratch his knee.
Yeah.
Look at that. And look what he's wearing too on fucking Gen Z. Thanks for purple shorts.
Nike, baby.
Thanks
Nike.
for getting dressed up for the photo.
That's that $90 million Nike contract, Mike. I'm gonna give him a pass.
Well,
What
hell,
are we
he
talking
could-
about? Tim's
Like
sitting there like a
Buki has
bum.
no excuse.
Nike makes pants. That's how you roll. It's like you just rolled out of bed. That's the shit I sleep in.
Yes, for
The
sure.
shit that I sleep in is the shit that these kids today go to church in
Oh yeah.
and go to restaurants in. Nice ones.
Tim's
At
wearing a
church.
Yeti shirt.
Who is Timmy?
What do you mean? What's a Yeti?
Well, Timmy's retired and he can wear Yeti shirts. At least he's got jeans on.
What are
Yeah.
you talking about? Jeans? Jeans are fancy now?
Well, no, it's for a picture that the team's going to release. At least wear long pants.
No,
the other
expose
three
those
did.
knees.
No, there's some settings where you dress decent,
Steph Castles he looks nice, and he's a young kid.
and he still looks young.
Yes,
You know what I
he's a
mean?
young
But
guy.
Yeah,
it's-
he looks like he's going to high school prom.
He looks great.
Well, what's
He's
your
fine.
excuse, Jose?
I'm fucking a bum. I don't
Okay.
have $70 million.
Okay, you just admitted you're a bum. So your
Yeah.
excuse is you're a bum.
Yeah.
Wemby don't have one. Wear long pants for the photo, man.
Yeah,
You scare the kids.
and what I would tell Wemby and what I would tell Castle, the other thing I take from this
Yeah.
is they all stay here.
They all live here.
They all live here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a great place to, if you do, I would, if I were them, I would wait. I would pull the Derek Jeter, and wait till I'm done, really done to, plant my flag.
Mhm.
But it's a great place to raise a family when they get to that moment. I'm not rushing them into marriage. That's what happened to Tiger. They rushed him into marriage so he could look good for PGA, and he wasn't done sowing his royal oats. So I'm not rushing him.
Tiger got pressured into marrying Elon?
I think I do. I
It was
think
the
so.
right thing
I
to
think
do
it was
politically?
It just looked better.
Kind of like
Because Phil Mickelson, he comes up,
Mhm.
the kids run, he gets one in the arm, kisses the wife.
Oh,
It's just a
yeah.
better scene.
looks better.
It looks better for Rolex, Mercedes,
Right.
Buick,
Yeah.
etc. But
Yeah,
I would tell Castle,
when
yeah.
Obama decided to go into politics, and that was his white women days were over.
They were done. But I would tell Castle and Fox and Wemby, Manu, Tony, Tim, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got their other cribs around the world, but San Antonio's home. It's a great place, man.
Yeah.
Great place if you stick it out
Even Tony, Tony is in France all the time.
all the time.
Tony's a Renaissance man. He's very French. He's got a vineyard. He owns a resort in the Alps in
Yeah.
Switzerland. He's a very worldly guy, but he still has home base here. He's here all the time.
All the time.
I think his boys may be,
Who?
I think they go back and forth.
Yeah, because of joint custody.
Right. But
Yeah.
I don't think that she moved to France full time.
I don't know.
But they're there a lot.
I don't know.
Manu takes his boys down to Argentina a lot, but they go to school here. Tim's kids went to school here.
Now she's at Stanford. One
right.
of them.
I'm
the
not
girl.
sure I'm not sure where Sydney.
No,
went.
no, where
It's
the
the
son.
son.
Yeah.
But
what up,
you're
Pub Sports
They
Radio?
do stay here, and so whenever you have an award, you just could y'all run
Hey, can you
down,
come by
do
the
a
Rock?
photo? Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
come by the Rock. Yeah, I'll be by there.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Let me crawl out of bed in my purple shorts. And
Tim
come take the
probably
photo.
rode his bike over there. Slaughter, T. Moss, Sir Mackey, Aubrey.
What's up, boys?
Appreciate y'all at Pub Sports. What up?
This
We're
is
just having a little hometown talk.
By the
Right,
way,
quick. What up?
top 5 most wins. Kareem, 1,074.
as an individual.
Yes, individual. Kareem, Admiral, obviously.
Oh,
Or
David,
not
okay.
Admiral. No, sorry. The captain. What was his name? Robert Parrish. I forgot what his
the
nickname
Chief,
is.
Cap,
sir.
The Chief.
Chief.
You're
There
a
we go.
Celtics fan.
Sorry, I forgot. I was thinking of all my,
Oh yeah,
military
hardcore
terms.
Celtics fan since 2022.
1,014. LeBron James, 1,009. Tim Duncan, 1,001.
Okay.
Got you.
All
It was somewhere in there.
Well,
We're both
it's
right.
a legacy franchise.
Right.
I stand by what I said. This Wemby photo yesterday that
crazy.
distracted from the Steph Castle trophy.
Sorry, Castle.
This on the heels of him being down in Costa Rica last week. I showed Nina the videos of him shirtless playing soccer, and she was like, "Oh my god, that does not look like a person.
He's not.
That looks like something else.
He's not. He's Slender Man. He's an alien.
A starving
That's not-
yeti.
that's
a
not-
starving yeti.
That's not normal. So
It's
I get it.
certainly abnormal for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and very unique. It's incredible, but I'm just glad he's feeling better, and I'm glad the blood clot, I only want to say it, is past him.
He's
and
good now.
Ready to roll, and let's
Let's
on
make
to-
the damn
let's get on to
playoffs.
summer.
My Mike Taylor voice.
Thank you. It is in the building. It is episode 316 for the Texas Cheer Studios at Pub Sports Radio in Southtown, Texas. The audio disseminator is Jose Bouquet. And I wanted to get into something. Speaking, you're mentioning chat already. Thank you to all those folks that jumped. We got dual chats here. We got the Love You Hard channel.
Yeah, we do.
We got Pub Sports Radio. Thank you to Pub Sports. Appreciate you boys for jumping in there on the chat as well. And I want to get in. A lot of the folks that now watch us on Pub Sports are newer to what we do. And so the challenge that we have here as a show,
It's a tough spot to be in.
yeah, there's
A good spot, but a tough spot.
no, it's great. This is progress. These are good. These are rich people problems.
Rich people problems.
I'm gaining
RPP.
Yeah, the stuff that our pride and butter, our tried and true guys that have been with us all these years here locally, and we don't ever want to get away from our local roots. We don't ever want to shit on the city. Rudy's ready to move, but I'm not going to let him just yet.
Nah, I ain't
As
going
soon
nowhere.
as Fox FS1 calls, he's out.
Oh, yeah,
it's
I'm out.
okay. And that's
Both
all
of
right.
us.
We understand.
Going together.
But we want to keep the massive audience we have in San Antonio, which is still 98% of our audience, and build those folks from without the city. So
Yeah.
the pendulum swing that we ride every day is being able to expand our wings, being able to get into more different topics, come up with new bits to evolve as a show and do newer things on a broader scale without leaving our foundation behind.
But our rock's
Right.
going to come with us regardless.
I hope so. I don't want to alienate them. You
Yeah.
know, years ago when they decided to run our show in Austin, I told the folks at iHeart, this is great. I appreciate this. This is awesome. I'm honored. It's a chance for me to expand my brand. Now I'm syndicated, whatever. You're going to run me on the zone in Austin. Excellent. How much money is y'all paying? Oh, y'all not paying me nothing? Well, you can run my show, but
It's gonna be a San
I
Antonio
ain't
show.
doing no fucking Austin talk because they didn't pay for it. It was dumb. I never should have been on in Austin. I could have made that work had they done what I wanted. I had an idea to make that work in both cities,
Yeah.
and they didn't want to do it, so fuck them. They didn't want to pay me any money.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
So fuck them. But point is that I do want to expand our audience. But without the expense, I'm not going to alienate my
Well-
I'm not going to alienate our puro audience trying to. I don't want to leave them. I don't want them to slough off.
The way we
I
bridge,
want them to go with us.
I know where we bridge the gap because
Yeah.
our loyals are degenerates as well. And Pub Sports,
Oh, like gamblers. We got gamblers over
Pub Sports is a gambling network. That'll be our bridge. We're gonna bet with Buki. We'll talk some gambling.
there. Yeah.
Because that's what they do over there in pub. Is it? Am I fair in saying that? I don't UFC and gambling, right? Am I fair in saying that, or am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right. And UFC betting too.
So
you
I
gotta
think
bet.
that's the way we bridge the gap.
I've had a lot of UFC guys follow me lately on Twitter, so that's good. These are guys at Pub Sports.
I like the
Follow
UFC.
them all back.
I like the big cards. I'm not gonna stop down for somebody I don't know.
I'm for whatever gets us clicks and shares and
Yeah,
likes.
yeah.
I will switch
Yeah.
my allegiances. All right. So that being said,
And Pub got 40,000 people over there. Y'all better get your shit together, San Antonio.
I'm thrilled to have Pub Sports guys in here
Me too.
watching this, and that's awesome. But you're going to hear us do you're going to hear us do some local talk on occasion, like Super Supremo local, and you're going to hear us get into things that are San Antonio only. A couple of things I want to do today. First of all, this is a Fiesta medal. I wore one yesterday. I wore the La Prensa medal yesterday. This one here is from our good buddy Ruben from Cafe Don Juan on the inner west side of Puro San Antonio,
This is kind of
Texas.
fire.
It's really great.
And it
So,
spins. Did
does
you know it
spin.
spins?
Yeah, take it on it. Spin it.
Shout out Ruben.
Spin it. Shout out to Ruben. Ruben Villegas bought this in today. This is probably a picture of their son. See, they got their little boy on the back. I think that's one of their little boys back in the day.
No, bro. That has two barrettes. That's a girl.
Oh, hang on. I might be their granddaughter.
Yeah, that's two barrettes.
I
I
put my
promise.
glasses on.
I'm pretty sure
shit,
that's a
my
girl.
bad. It's their grandbaby.
But hey, you never know.
All right, so that's beautiful. They stick their grandbaby on one side, and then they got I Love Tacos on the other. Cafe Don Juan Fiesta 2025. I'm going to wear medals tonight in the radio show since we're going to do it down at the Macau.
Let's do
I'm
it.
going to wear some medals tonight. The La Prensa one, probably this one too. So anyway, so shout out to Ruben who brought us some tacos. And how were your non-egg tacos, Bouquet? Were they good? Say
Fantastic,
yes.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, in Pub Sports, I don't know if y'all know, but this guy don't eat eggs.
Yeah, he's a weird son of a bitch, but we're getting used to him day by day. We're getting
Mhm.
used to his presence, and
Every step we take.
I'm coming to grips with his presence in the room every day. It's a slow burn, but I'm coming to grips.
Yeah, that's the granddaughter,
All right.
Sonny.
Oh, Ruben's in here. Sonny, beautiful. Sorry, I didn't have my glasses on.
It's
Ruben.
all good.
Yeah, we know you're blind as fuck.
I have, yeah, especially up close. All right, the other thing I want to get into today, I don't want this to become the whole show. I demand, I'm going to throw this out there. It's going to blow the chat up, but then I want us to get on to our other topics I want to do today before we're done. And this is, and just go with us on this, you new listeners and viewers, because we're going to talk about some of the old shit we've done. All right, today.
Mhm.
So here's the idea. So Bouquet and I are working on drops. A lot of y'all are, what are your fucking drops? What are the damn drops? And believe me,
I don't
I
give a shit.
miss the drops. I'm just super effing busy running our company. The drops are top of mind. Believe me, they
They're
will
coming.
return. We have like one or two, but we're working. When we relaunch the drops, I want it to be fire. I want it to be gold. And so we've been working on drops and stuff, and I've been going through our files, or all these years old files, weeding out the shit that we don't need, old stuff that doesn't matter, blah blah blah. But some of them, I don't want to like
Hey,
get
Joe.
rid of our legendary drops, and I don't want to. And we also have drops of like some of my dumbass things I've said over the years,
Mhm.
Taylorisms and stuff. So here's where I'm going with this. Me and Nina were thinking about this last night, and I told Rudy about this too. I want to make sure as we get our drop page back up and running, what are y'all's favorite drops? / like stuff that me and Rudy have said, like where the rum at? Stuff like that. Rudy's let's get it, that kind of thing.
Whatever.
Show slogans. Like if you were going to put stuff on a t-shirt, what would you put? Like ass whip. I don't know. Like give me like what was
Big old long black one.
big old long black one. Shit
Big
like
old long black one.
favorite Taylorisms / Rudyisms.
Big old long black one.
Maybe it's I don't eat eggs.
Fat.
Yeah, something like that. Fat or something. Yeah, fat. So you guys in the chat, help me out. Help us out today with some show stuff. because
Run my
we
cheeks.
want to make sure
Oh,
that
boy.
these things get turned into drops. Finger can't make a baby. Okay,
That's God.
Ruben,
No, we're not.
that's a
That
funny
is
one.
true.
It is true.
That is true.
Did I say that's got to be something?
That's
I
definitely.
said.
I didn't say that shit.
I like Johnson. That's a Rudy one.
That's me.
Yeah. So all the dumbass shit that we've said that y'all have Mike Taylor Jr. second base. There you go. Stuff like that. So y'all help us out. And when the show's over, I'm going to go back through and I'm going to see what everybody put to get some ideas on drops that we want to keep. I think we'll do this every day the rest of the week. And I have reasons for this, and mostly it's because I want to make sure our drop page is up and running. So y'all help me out with
The Castellanos home run, definitely.
some in the building isms. I don't know if I'm gonna be putting on this headset again. Stuff like that. Yeah. Keep them coming. Y'all jump in there and tell us what it is. Get the fuck out of here, man. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
for
It's
sure.
my name. Okay, yeah, I love that. All right, it is.
That's
in
my
the building.
favorite drop.
Get
I
the-
haven't heard it, but that's my favorite.
You haven't heard the Canelo yet?
No, I just like it.
I have it at home. You got to teach me how to send you drops on email.
Oh God.
You and I need to stop down, get on the phone, and go over all of our shit this weekend. Very soon. Very, very soon. All right? All right. It is in the building, presented in part by our newest old sponsor who's back for storm season. It is GC Roofing and Construction. GC / Lone Star Nano Services. These
Voltron.
boys
They're doing the Voltron,
They
Mike.
are. It's a one-stop shop to get your roof taken care of. Maybe you need your roof treated with my boys from Lone Star Nano. Maybe they come out there and they're like, "Well, I think this is you need a new roof. They can't fix a hole. Lone Star can preserve your roof 10 to 15 years with the stuff they spray on your roof.
Yeah.
But if a car goes through your house and your roof caves in, you need a new one. And that's where GC comes in. So my boys at GC Roofing have a sweet hookup for our subscribers. If you do business with them, they will cover your deductible up to $1,000. 4 figures. That's the offer from GC Roofing and Construction right now. For our subscribers, our members, our people that watch us every day, mention us at GC Roofing and Construction and get yourself $1,000 paid for by them on your deductible once the roof jobs gets rolling, and also treat it with my boys at Lone Star Nano Services. I mentioned the radio. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Nothing.
I mentioned the radio show. Me and Rudy are going to do a radio show tonight on KLMO. What a hell of a way. This is our last radio show, at least for now. We'll see how things go in the future. Our Thursday night radio show. We are now doing our Sunday television show, and we're maxed out on time. Our wives and girlfriends and our viejas, they need us at home on occasion. So tonight's our last radio show. It also happens to be on location, a remote. Tonight, me and Rudy from 6 to 7 are doing In the Building, live in the flesh, at the Mercado, a.k.a. Market Square, downtown, as we get ready for Fiesta. Fiesta's been going on. Is this the last weekend? It's going to be a blowout weekend.
I don't know.
Parades every day.
I guess so.
You better check traffic because that shit's going to be full tonight down at the Market Square.
Yeah, fudge.
On your way in. All right, so 6 to 7, come hang out with us at Market Square. Get yourself some food on a stick, buy some monitos or whatever from the shops, and come say hi to me and Rudy as we do our show live on remote tonight at Market Square. All right, NBA last night. The playoffs roll on.
Oh, no.
Wemby's
that was when basketball was
Wemby's
good.
taking pictures in purple shorts while 20 other teams play in the freaking playoffs. The Rockets spanked the Warriors last night, 131-116. And all anybody wanted to talk about as the Rockets survive and stay alive, now they're down 3-2. But what people wanted to talk about was Dylan Brooks admitting, fuck yeah, I'm trying to hurt Steph Curry.
Have you seen Steph's thumb? Did you see
It's
the close-up?
not good.
It looks like an ass.
Yeah.
It looks like he has his thumb got a BBL. Steph Curry's thumb got a Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah,
That thing looks weird.
He didn't make shots last night.
No, and shout out to Dylan Brooks for being a throwback.
yeah,
You're
I'm
supposed to
fine.
go
Yeah, I'm
after that
slapping him.
shit. You're supposed to go after it.
Guys get hurt in the league, I'm going to go after him.
Go after that shit.
I love that.
I love it too.
What I don't love is when you don't admit it.
Yeah.
You know?
Dylan Brooks don't give a shit.
He don't give a
He's
shit.
cut from a different cloth. He's
Right.
definitely a throwback.
He's one of
He's
those,
an asshole. He gets on my
No,
nerves,
sure.
but he's a definite throwback.
And Ime loves that shit. That
Ime
is
eats it up.
That is so
Because Ime comes from that. Ime had to grind.
So Ime.
And hey, the Warriors better be careful. Keep in mind that game the other night what's the team name? The Warriors went up 3-1. That shit came down to the last few seconds. So there's no guarantee. I mean, I'm picking the Warriors to win that series, but you got to tread lightly. But the Warriors are known to do this. They, mail one in, go back home, finish it up, and then the Timberwolves will be waiting. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Is the winner of this play Minnesota?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good segue into that series. So last night, Minnesota puts an end to the Lakers.
Every
day you tune
every
in
morning
and
they
they
just
just
want
wanna
to
talk
talk about the Lakers.
Well, we wouldn't be a show if we don't get into my Lakers, and who got their ass eliminated last night.
Done. Bye-bye.
All right, can I issue a quick warning?
Okay, I got a warning later
I
on.
know you do.
Go ahead.
It's a theme of our NBA segment. Warnings to guys. All right, did you see Anthony Edwards have his whole film crew filming him talk shit?
Walking by
back.
the well, not Staples, whatever it
Walking
is.
back to the hotel. Be careful.
In what way?
First of all, he's playing this whole underdog thing.
I
No
love it.
one thought we were going to win. They thought we were the ones that were going to get gentlemanly swept in 5. No one gave us a chance.
Mhm.
That is such bullshit.
That's true, Mike.
Minnesota, not for me.
Well, the thing about it is he's only talking about one person. That one person is currently suspended from ESPN. He's only talking about Shannon. Because Shannon's like, Beehive, sour cream and chives, Delta 5, Lakers and 5. That's been his thing.
Oh,
He
okay.
been OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers and 5.
Oh, geez.
So that's
you
where
know
all
what?
this shit comes
Why
from.
do I? Why?
He's only talking to Shannon.
But he's acting like the
He's acting like it's the world,
world.
but
Dude.
but that thing, that little stupid
What are we
rhyme of the
doing
dime,
talking-
but the bomb shit,
Uh-huh.
it's gone viral.
Yeah.
But he's only talking to Shannon.
But we have to have a film crew watch him go back to the fucking hotel.
But dude, you got to eliminate.
you beat a team you should have beat.
You no, don't do that.
Rudy,
Don't do that.
I've been
Mike.
very consistent on this. The Luka trade was not about this year. They were not a championship contender. They're flawed. They have no bigs. Their defense, they got 3 guys that play any defense. That trade was done so they can get Luka. It was not about chasing a championship, no matter what they say. That team was
Okay.
not good at all. You said yourself, y'all ain't no bigs.
No,
the night of the
that
trade.
that trade that didn't go through with Mark Williams
Mm-hmm.
was glaring last night as Rudy Gobert looked like freaking Wilt Chamberlain. and
No.
and JJ Redick's like,
He was
hey,
good.
I know Jackson Hayes is over there, and I know he's 7 foot,
Can't
but
play
I
him.
ain't playing his
No.
ass.
The Lakers don't have enough good players. Minnesota has underachieved So be careful talking all that shit because you beat the Lakers. Just because you're mad at one guy.
Yeah.
Y'all got your asses kicked by the Mavericks last year in 5, and y'all should have won that series. Minnesota is an underachieving club. They were so piss poor they traded your big man, Karl Anthony Towns, to break that shit up. A warning to Ant. Show some maturity for once, and don't get all up in your feels like that because you beat a flawed Lakers team, or maybe you're going to be the one getting your ass absconded right out of the playoffs next week when Denver or whoever thumps their asses.
This is what
I like
go ahead.
swagger.
I love Ant right now.
I like swagger. I do. I like cocky.
No,
kids
now
and
I'll
stuff.
jump his ass when I need
But
to.
that was too much.
Well, this is what I'll say about Anthony.
You
What
beat
Anthony?
you beat an okay team, dude. You ain't won nothing.
This is what I'll say about Ant. What Ant is letting me know, he's reminding me of not game, not height, not anything, just of how his approach to being this superstar. It reminds me of Allen Iverson in the sense of, this is who I'm going to be, and y'all can either hate it or love it. But if I'm going to be the face of it, I'm going to do it my way. I'm not gonna be the cookie cutter. Well, absolutely. I'm not going to be Dak.
No one's asking for
No,
that.
and I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. I'm just saying Anthony, because remember when he was asked in the preseason? Oh no, y'all got Wemby for that. I can't be the face of this shit.
I forgot about that.
You remember he
Yeah,
said that, like, because he knows his approach to life isn't on course with what the NBA would like the face of the league to be. So to me, it gives me those Allen Iverson vibes.
Let's call it what it is. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Ghetto black kid, American.
I don't say he's ghetto. He ain't ghetto.
Okay, where's
He's
he
not
from?
ghetto. I don't know where he's from. He's from Georgia. I don't know if he's ghetto. I'm just saying he's just like, yo, this is who I am. I don't mean he's ghetto, but this is just
Well,
me.
AI
I'm
was like, I'm ghetto.
I'm just me.
Alan was like, I'm from the hood.
I'm just me.
Yeah.
Then this is who I am, and accept
Was
it or not.
Iverson like that though?
Iverson
Now
Iverson made David Stern, because the rest of the league started dressing like him. David Stern was like, I was okay with Allen. He's 40 a night.
too.
He's 40 a night. But the rest of you motherfuckers, y'all can't. We ain't gonna all be wearing white t-shirts and
the
do
clothes,
rags.
I thought that was dumb.
Yo, no, David Stern was like, no, we're about to
No, I
cut this
get
shit out.
that.
And everybody thought that everybody would see Allen Iverson out till 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
drinking Cristal and then come to the stadium and drop 40.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody started mimicking that, but they didn't realize they were AI. So AI had a different effect on the league because he was AI. He could do that.
All right. Well, I don't recall AI talking shit publicly the way Ant does. I know they're not the same kid.
No, Ant's gonna tell you. Ant talk shit because
AI was
did
that
you
real
see when
cool
Bronny
guy.
posted the picture and said he missed the beach before the series started? And Anthony Edwards responded, "I'm about to send you and your dad back there here real soon."
Oh wow.
He's
Now that
everybody
I
thinks he's
love
Michael.
that.
Everybody
That I
thinks he's
love.
Michael Jordan's love child. He might be because he's a shit talking some bitch.
I like that. But that scene last night, that's great. But next week, if your asses get thumped in 5,
I know. Then what is it? Because Bron told him last night.
then it's going to be the media
yeah.
narrative again. But now we're back. Another thing, Anthony bitches a lot too. When things don't go his way, he tends to
He
bitch.
bitches. He's unfiltered. But LeBron told him last night, you need to take the next step. And he say, like, all this is good. This is what you saying.
Yeah,
Like, this is all fun and games, but if you don't win the title, what does it matter?
yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron said last night he's not sure if he's going to come back or not.
He's coming back. And
Probably one
LeBron
more.
deserves a farewell tour. He's carried this league for 22 years.
Yeah, and
He needs and I know everybody don't want that. Well, Tim didn't do it. That's cool. Tim's different. LeBron deserves a farewell tour, so I know he's coming back.
And also, I think that LeBron probably wants to get at least a full season with Luka to see what the Lakers can put around them for at least a year.
I agree with that.
Right? I mean, at least a year. And then J.J. Redick. I try to like him. I try to. He's fucking ass whipped.
And he acts like he's the smartest person in the room.
He's so arrogant.
He acts like he's been coaching for 20
You
years.
see the
No,
fit
dude.
he gets up and walks out of the presser.
You got your ass handed to you. You got out coached.
Yeah.
You got out coached. You didn't know what to do.
He's always got this. He always looks like he just ate some.
He just looks like we're all bothering him. F
Right.
you, dude.
He looks like he just ate uncooked chicken. He's just,
I hate
"Nah, I'm
J.J.
just so
Redick.
pent up." Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I hate
do-
JJ Redick.
I want to. I get the Lakers and their standing, and I'm not a Lakers fan. They're entertaining. It's better for the league when L.A. and Boston and New York and these people are kicking ass, and I get that. Blah blah blah. They're entertaining. Blah blah. The Luka aspect. They were must watch TV. But JJ Redick makes it hard to give a shit about them.
Yeah, screw that dude.
He does. What's your warning for Giannis?
My warning for Giannis, because all the media, because I've seen this story. Everybody, get out. This 3 years in a row, they're out of the first round. Get out of there. Giannis got to go. Giannis got a demand to get him out of here. This is what I want to tell Giannis if he's listening, because we are worldwide. Please tread lightly with this if you do decide to bolt. And I say that because when Kevin Durant was in Oklahoma and Russell Westbrook was taking god-awful shots and turning the ball over and not giving the ball to KD 6-7 trips in a row. Everybody, KD, you got to get out of here. You better, he can't do this. He's never going to win, All up until KD didn't go to the team they wanted him to go to. Then the world changed on him. So if Giannis decides, give me $3, I'm going to go play with LeBron and Luka, we all going to talk shit about it. You pussy. You bitch. How dare you go to that team? Like, it was cool. Everybody wanted Kevin Durant to get away from Russell Westbrook until he chose the Warriors. Then we hated him. So I will tell Giannis this. Kevin Durant was a family favorite too. We all loved he was a lovable loser. He was a lovable loser until he chose Golden State. Then when he chose Golden State, the whole world switched up on him and has never given him credit for his 2 finals and his 2 final MVPs. So if Giannis decides to go to Boston, just know the world will hate you. If Giannis decides to go to OKC, we're going to hate you. You go play with Luka, we're going to hate you. The only way we'd be happy, Giannis decided to go to the Wizards.
I know a spot.
Where?
Let me give Giannis some advice. Land is cheap here. We have a lot of draft
picks.
Dude,
you know how much it'll cost us?
I know who to call if you want to get some cheap land in Texas.
Exactly.
But do you know what it would cost?
Send it all.
It would cost you Castle.
Send it all. Send it all. Shohan, all the draft picks. He's the guy. Fuck Kevin Durant. Fuck anyone else that you guys have been thinking about trading. De'Aaron Fox, Wemby, and Mr. Giannis.
I don't want nothing to do with KD in San Antonio.
That's true. But he is the guy for the San Antonio Spurs. If the Spurs want to win and win big, it is Giannis at center, Wemby at power forward, Fox at your point guard, and you figure it out.
You think the Milwaukee Bucks are going to give you Giannis without getting Fox?
That's fine. Too.
And
take
Castle.
Him too. Take him.
Castle.
Doesn't matter. Take them. Well, they have all their draft picks. They have a shitload of draft picks from Atlanta still. I mean, it's done. Just send it in. They've got all those. They've got the makeup powder ready to go.
I've told you
because Milwaukee's going to go.
Look up how old is Giannis? Go ahead.
What is he?
28,
30 maybe. I don't think that the Bucks give a shit if they decide to trade Giannis, they're burning it down and starting over. And they know they're not going to go trade for it. They may not need value because they're not going to keep chasing titles. They're going to tear it all down.
The issue is they don't have any of their picks.
Agapito, anyone but Castle, Wemby, and Fox. It ain't going to happen then. What the hell are you talking about? That's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who has a finals MVP, 2-3 defensive player of the years, a couple MVPs. They're not giving you Giannis.
Send it all.
Without getting Castle or Fox or both. Have you lost your mind?
Plenty of draft picks. Send it all. Fox, Shohan. He's the guy. He's a top 5 player in the NBA. He's top 3 player MVP-wise this year, I'm sure.
I feel like Castle's 6'6". I feel like his ceiling is 20 feet. I'm missing 14 feet. I don't know what Castles can be. Like I love Giannis.
I love Castle, but he's not a top 5 player in the NBA.
Not right now. He just won Rookie of the Year, Jose.
He ain't gonna be a top 5 player in the NBA.
They need to win for Wemby as soon as they can.
So you're cool with Giannis, but not KD. You're cool with giving up the house for Giannis?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. He's 30.
Oh, yeah.
I also think about what it does for Wemby's game to have Giannis on the floor at the same time.
Yeah, Wemby can be outside and happy, and Giannis could just go down and dunk like he always wants to do.
Wemby will turn into an absolute monster with Giannis freeing up his space on both ends, I think.
So if I called you, I'm Bucks GM, you're Brian Wright. Yeah. Hey, we need Castle, Fox, and 3 first-round picks.
I damn sure don't say no. I say, okay, let me ponder that.
I'll drive him to the
Absolutely.
fucking airport.
Are you?
I'd fucking drive
I can't
this guy
believe y'all
to the airport.
disrespecting the rookie of the year like that. Not disrespecting, but
Rudy,
This
they
is the
ain't been to
worst
the
draft
playoffs
class
in
ever.
7 years. I want to go to the fucking playoffs again.
Exactly.
It requires ruthlessness.
Rudy, you were saying 2 seconds ago, we gotta make the playoffs, and you're
I
like
know,
Taylor
but
voice.
you know what? I'm biased because I love Castle, so I
do
may be
too.
jaded.
I do too. To your point about Giannis going somewhere else,
Be careful. I think they'd be cool with it. I don't think the world would hate him if he came
I don't
here.
think Giannis gives a shit what anybody thinks about him, and he'd probably rather be somewhere where he's winning
I think
and get criticized versus be miserable in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He's a Greek kid. He lives in Milwaukee.
I think you
and
say
they
that.
fired his coach. They got
They
rid of
did.
his core. The championship team is
Right.
what's left of the fucking team. Him and Middleton.
Yeah,
maybe?
I think the worst trade they did was letting Drew walk.
That's bullshit. If Giannis
Ask the
wants,
Celtics.
if anybody in this league deserves to demand a trade, it's Giannis,
Yeah.
regardless of where he goes. I get what you're saying. Be careful where that destination is, but can we agree that he don't need to stay in Milwaukee? He ain't never going to sniff another championship.
I think Kevin Garnett said it best. Don't let these teams steal your prime.
KD was chasing a title. Giannis has already won one.
Amen to that. Hey, I'll drink to that.
Yeah,
Touche to that.
I think we can all agree on what we I don't know if we agree on what the Spurs should give, but if he goes in there and says, "Hey,
See, I'm not. Yeah,
I want
okay.
you
Let's
to- I
let
want- I
me
want out of here.
differentiate
I want
that.
out of here."
I'm cool with
get it.
having him here,
Yeah.
but where we differentiate is what I'm giving
Probably.
up.
I have to think about that, but I mean, it's Giannis, man, and he's 30. He's probably got 4 or 5 great years left.
Yeah, because at some point, this is what I worry about.
Mhm.
In 3 years, when he's not as athletic, will the jumper have come along?
I don't
Because
know.
once that athleticism starts to come down, like that's what happened to LeBron, and that's why I got to give him his credit. When LeBron's athleticism started to drop, he developed a 3-ball. He developed a little bit of a mid-range. I worry about that with Giannis is just a freaking Clydesdale
Mhm.
who can run the full floor in 4 steps
Yep.
and dunk the ball. When he can't do that anymore,
Yep.
will the jumper or the post game have come along?
We'll
I
figure
worry
it out.
about
Well,
that.
we'll figure that out because by then the Spurs would have brought in more guys. Wimpy would have developed into an All NBA player, and maybe Giannis doesn't have to be Giannis of right
That's
now.
fair.
in the
That's
future.
fair.
You know what I mean?
No. You just saying like, yo, let's just get him here. We'll worry about that shit later.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Kind of like the Lakers. Wait, they want to give us Luka Doncic. Fucking say yes. It's gonna fuck us up this year. Fuck it, we got Luka. Sometimes it's
Exactly.
It's one step back to go 3 steps forward. It's a risk, and it's what you do if you want to
What
win.
what trade is this that's successful?
By the way, and the
That's okay.
You're
First,
Bucks working trades.
the Bucks aren't gonna want fucking what's his name, De'Aaron Fox with Damian
And here's
Lillard
the other thing:
popped
they also
Achilles.
Fox will demand to be traded from Milwaukee the second he gets there.
right.
He ain't trying. He
Who is-
didn't beg out of Sacramento so he can wind up a buck.
Let me tell you something.
Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Stephen Castle.
Hey,
all
let me
the
tell you
picks.
something. Let me tell you something, Jose.
Works
If
out
the
great.
Bucks GM took that, send his ass to that El Salvadorian prison.
Well, Nico
If
will
he
meet him
took
there.
that shit, you send his ass to El Salvador.
Give
If
him
he
all the
took that
picks.
bullshit,
Yeah.
you're crazy.
The Spurs have all of the draft picks. We've
See, the
seen
draft
crazier
picks is where it gets interesting because if you get rid of Giannis, like you said, Mike, you're starting over. And what's the best way to start over? The way OKC did.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
The way
You
we
start-
did it.
Way we did it.
Philly,
Right.
all those teams.
Yeah.
Orlando, all of them.
Can I give a shout out?
I've always. Yes,
I want to do a cheers to the great Nico Harrison.
Okay. All right, you tricked me into that.
I know.
Are we?
You see how I tricked him?
Hang on,
Let's take
for-
that back.
For what? I need some context.
How do I say his name? Jose DiVincenzo?
Yeah, Dante, White Dante.
Dante DiVincenzo is 6'4", 200 pounds. Luka Doncic is 6'8", 400. You get hit on the shoulder and your lower back goes out. Look, you know whose people's lower back give out really quick? Fat people.
Well,
I know. Because I could get up right now and I could tweak my lower back. Hey, you know what, Mike? And now look, the Lakers still won the trade. Like, Luka's going to be great for the next. But what I'm saying is, at some point, he does gotta. And and Barkley's fat. Even Barkley was like, look, at some point, this has got to change. And it's a lot had to do with his injury this year. But I watched some video of Luka his rookie year. That motherfucker was athletic. He had some bounce to him. At some point, he's got to take it. Hopefully, LeBron takes him under his wing this year. If Luka wants that. And I'm not saying, look, Luka's great at this weight, 400, 600, 200. Luka's just a hooper. He can get a bucket anywhere in the world. He can average 30 anywhere in the world. But to go to that next level to where you can withstand 82, come in shape, be a leader, and just kind of give a little bit of resistance. I don't want to make Luka into Bruce Bowen. He's never going to be that. I know a lot of great players that could never play defense. I don't want to make him Bruce Bowen. But you got to, especially on a year especially if you don't get a big. If the Lakers aren't going to get a big, he's got to get a little better on defense. Like there's some steps he has to take as a pro that's about to get $300 million.
Yeah.
If he LeBron telling Anthony Edwards, you got to take that next step. He needs to have that same conversation with Luka Doncic. To take the next step, you're going to have to do some things in the offseason. And it ain't about coming in. Like, let's say he comes in shape. Then you can't just let it go during the season. I remember when Pop did it to Patty Mills. Like, get your ass away from Whataburger. Keldon Johnson. You too many fucking mini tacos. Draymond Green came in as a little fat kid. There's a lot of guys that made that change. And his career will be longer forward and he'll win 2-3 titles. But he's great regardless what way. He's like Joker. Yeah. They're great anywhere they land.
This goes back to why I'm getting on Anthony Edwards. I mean, you beat a fucking team with 3 good players and a guy who just got traded there. Relax. Beat Denver next week. We can talk. Luka probably hadn't even had a chance to take a breath.
And he came in hurt. He didn't get a full season. You're right.
It hasn't even been 90 days.
And he's still in mourning.
It hasn't been 90 days.
Yeah, he's still in mourning.
He slept in his own damn bed twice. That kid got the rug ripped out underneath from him. He's been probably living in a fucking hotel in LA. He hadn't been comfortable one day, Mm-hmm. And the fact that he had as many good games as he did is pretty good. If I'm a Laker fan,
he got 30 last night. I'm talking shit about him. He still got 30.
Right, and didn't play great in winning time.
Poor dude couldn't even run.
Well, I mean, he needs to take a fucking break. Take a
break. I'm good with that.
Relax. He needs to process.
Probably find somewhere to live. There's a lot.
Yeah, all that
he probably don't even know how to get to work.
No. Right. He's probably getting chauffeured around. He don't know shit about LA.
That's fair.
He needs the summer. And then LeBron hopefully will come back for another year. And then the Lakers will get their ass in gear and go put together a team because they don't have a team. They got 2 superstars and hope the white kid gets hot tonight. That's all they have.
And Austin Reeves looked very average these playoffs.
All they have. I know. Something about the playoffs.
They show you true colors.
That's right. It is In the Building. We love you hard for watching us. This is In the Building on Love You Hard. We do a segment every day. We get violent in it. Don't we, don't we, Jose? It's In the Building on Love You Hard TV.
Now, it's time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
Yeah. Also here on Pub Sports Radio, Anthem TV. Anybody you'd like to punch today?
I want to punch the people, the owners, whoever, the staff, the floor people, whoever that are in charge of Madison Square Garden Court. Did you see the floor bouncing when Brunson twisted his ankle? This whole time, I thought he got ran into by his own player, by Nobi. No. The floor was literally bouncing like he was at a trampoline park. How is it the most iconic arena ever? Y'all ain't upgrading the floor? Y'all ain't taking care of that shit? But that's why the Knicks are the Knicks, right?
That's on the city of New York. They're the ones that operate MSP. There's so much in, but still though, there's so much. The NBA's got to take. Excuse me.
Yeah. Did you see the video I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was like, this is what it looked like when Brunson landed.
What are we doing?
What are y'all doing? So screw the Knicks. I hope the Pistons win and take that series. I'm not a Knicks fan. Knicks ain't did anything to me.
I've detected hate.
I don't really care for them. It's something about them. They haven't landed any. Like, think about all of the really great free agents. Go back to whoever. What is it that makes people say, because everybody's like, oh, well, Wimby's end up in New York. This guy's end up in New York. Who? Who's Kevin? They wanted Kevin Durant. Wanted LeBron. No. Wanted Michael Jordan. No.
At least they're more put together.
They wanted LaMarcus Aldridge.
That's
Well,
it.
I think the assumption is New York
Because he played chess in
Yeah,
Central
he
Park.
likes to play chess. He likes cold weather towns, and he likes that East Coast vibe.
They're the other Giannis.
The Knicks,
Based on, though, so people are saying Giannis could get up a Nick.
Yeah, that's the other team. OG Anunoby, Cat, whatever first round picks they have left. But that's the other team. The Bucks, like I said, they don't have any of their first round picks, so they can still make themselves.
I don't know. Well, I believe it when I see it. No superstar wants to play there for whatever reason. Go ahead.
They don't have a track record, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Who you punching?
I am punching Jordan Hudson, the girlfriend
Who's
of
it?
Bill Belichick.
Oh my God.
Dude, I think this is this the first time you punch someone twice in a week? Didn't you punch her earlier this week?
I think I punched Bill.
You punched Bill. Now
Yeah.
you're punching her.
We're
What did
putting
she
up
do
with it.
now?
Equal opportunities.
Well, of course, this terrible interview comes down on CBS Sunday morning. And when she's interrupting the broadcast, the interview, we're not
Mhm.
talking about that, making Bill look like a fucking
Right.
looks like he's an old man who's half senile. And of course that happens. So now all of a sudden, all this other shit comes out. Now that it's gotten out, that the world realizes that Bill's got a tiger by the tail here, so to speak.
Okay.
Now you have all these other things that get reported. This, like there was a big New York Times piece. New York
Mhm.
Post has gotten all over this. TMZ has released stuff. This is from the New York Post. Even before this past weekend's embarrassing CBS interview in which Jordan Hudson made it clear who wears the pants in her romance with Bill Belichick, the legendary football coach's friends have been shaking their heads, one insider tells the New York Post. They are talking to him about her, but very gently because they know how deep in he is. His buddies are asking him, "What are you doing?"
Right.
She saw an opening and she took it, one person tells the New York Post, of how Jordan has inserted herself into every aspect, and also he can insert himself into her. He's putting up with all this stuff. She's been called a runaway train by another one of Bill's close friends. She's been heavily criticized all week long since this ridiculous interview came out, in which she was being a biatch. TMZ says it was way worse than what CBS even aired, that they had to stop the interview for 30 minutes and delay it because she stomped out of there and got pissed that Bill didn't get up and follow her. And so after some coaxing, they bring her back into the room and they finish this interview and it's all awkward and everything. What is going on with the great Bill Belichick? Then there's this. The New York Times reports that because of her involvement, HBO pulled out of a multi-million-dollar agreement to do Hard Knocks College this year. Carolina and Bill both said, cool, let's talk. HBO was going to do Hard Knocks North Carolina because of Bill. And Bill was on board, which is surprising. But then apparently her involvement in Bill's life scared HBO, and they pulled the deal. This girl is responsible for a multi-million-dollar television deal between Carolina and HBO now coming to an end. This is over the top. And then there's this. Sources at North Carolina have now leaked to the New York Times that right after Bill got the Carolina job,
Yeah.
he sent an email to everybody associated with North Carolina football and athletics. And he also sent an email. The email also went to everybody associated with him, his publicists, his agents,
Everybody.
his
Whatever.
lawyers,
You name it.
all that. Everybody in Bill's world. And so he had all them in the email, including all the officials at North Carolina, saying, do not email me anymore without CCing Jordan.
Bullshit.
Rudy, it's in the New York Times. It's in the New York Post, the New York Daily
you
News.
kidding me?
TMZ, yes. And then there's this. Officials at North Carolina right now behind closed doors are wondering what the fuck they're going to do. They just hired him.
So if I send Bill an email, I have to CC Jordan.
Correct.
Man, what if she's looking out for him? What if she knows
She's not.
What if she knows like he can't read
Because then
anymore?
this-
He can't see.
Rudy, he can read. And
he can't
see.
walk.
Because then there's this.
What if she's his caretaker?
Did you know she now has an $8 million real estate portfolio? She just spent $2 million on a townhouse in Boston. She spent $2 million on a townhouse over at Harvard, where Harvard is in Cambridge. She bought a little cottage on Martha's Vineyard. She bought another home for her mother. Her parents are from.
She got mom's a house.
Yeah.
Yo, get this bitch a round of applause.
Mom just moved out to Cape Cod and opened up. You'll love this. Mom opened up a sex toy shop.
No,
Rudy, I'm not fucking
I'm fucking
kidding.
leaving.
Go
dog.
ahead. This is what the great Bill Belichick has gotten
Yes.
himself involved with. This is Bill Belichick. You've won 6 championships. You are a
Football god.
You are a warmonger praying for more war. You are a minister of death. What are you doing?
Yo,
Rudy, you told me the other day that sometimes the pussy's got that much power. This is
does.
over the top.
the power of the.
This is
You
bullshit.
know, countries have gone to war over pizza.
Well, then they're stupid. Because there's plenty of great pizza.
Yo,
and
you
there's
know what?
good women that won't do this.
This is
to
what
you.
I'll say though.
This is bullshit.
I will say this. The credit in the world we live in now, a lot of these women are just happy with some champagne standing on a couch at a club for the Instagram. At
Yes.
least she
got
got her
home.
mama a house, dog.
Yeah.
I got hey, yo, no, give it up for this. Hey, Jordan.
I'm still
You-
Team Jordan.
Jordan, you a bad motherfucker.
Team Jordan.
She's sucking
Jordan-
the soul out of Bill right now. Still,
Bro, yo, I gotta
Unbelievable.
give I gotta give her credit for like, you know what? If he do leave me,
Yeah.
I'm good.
She's
Exactly.
great. She's great.
Jay Glenn
Absolutely
says
great.
it himself. Sounds like some top shelf pizza.
So you let her
I'm
strap
so
up and spread your
disappointed.
cheeks?
no, I would let Bill do that so he could give me all the portfolio.
I am so disappointed in Bill Belichick. It's a terrible, sad.
She got
It's a
she
fart
got her
of an
mom.
ending.
She was like, "Mom, I got you. Don't worry
It's a
about
bad ending.
Yeah.
it." Yo, but you know what? The money thing. This happens a lot. This isn't anything new, but where I draw the line, and I'm okay with all of this because I just know how women. I know the power of women and how manipulative they can be, Mike. But where I draw the line is that when you telling people that pay you and you work with that they
Come
don't
on, man.
to CC her, who the is she?
No one.
She
She's
walked-
a
That's
fucking
that's
spare.
that's totally
And
unprofessional.
y'all act like, oh, the pizza's so great. Bullshit. No, he's Bill Belichick. He can go get other young chicks that aren't going to have their finger wrapped around him like this. This is insane. I guess you don't wrap. Well, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
This pisses me off as a 50-year-old man. He has 40-year-old children. They have to be embarrassed,
Yo, she got her mom a
humiliated.
house.
Yeah, and opened up a sex shop.
That's awesome.
Wait, her mom. So her mom probably younger than us.
I have no idea. Maybe.
I bet you if her mom's opening up a sex shop, Jordan's a freaky bitch. That's why Bill loves her.
First of all,
That's
But
why
Jose-
Bill gets the hookup.
See, you sound like a man who hadn't had a lot of pussy.
That's true.
yo, pizza. We
Pizza.
got new. We got company.
All right. All you guys in the chat, like, well, it must be some high quality pizza. Y'all ain't never had none then. I'm Mike fucking Taylor. Believe me, ain't no piece of pussy worth none of that.
Not to where I said
Y'all
like.
must not have had pretty women in your lives. I'm sorry for that.
Again, look, we're a small company. Imagine if I group text y'all and said, "Don't email me unless you CC my wife." Y'all be like, y'all would text each other on the side. Did you get that text from Rudy? Don't you think that's a little
I
weird?
would think you really fucked up. That's what I would-
Oh shit!
like Nina would be too prideful in herself as a woman
Right.
to have me say, "Man, hey Jose, you got to email Nina if you email me stuff about the show." Nina would dump me if I tried to do some shit like that.
Bro,
We are our own individual people. She's also 43. She's a woman. She's a mother.
I'm
She's a
stuck.
badass fucking business owner. This is some road lizard from Maine who ain't done shit.
What did Maine do? Why is Maine catching a stray?
Bill's an old man. You know?
Maine just seems very random. I mean, Maine? Okay.
I got good lobster. I'm heard.
Bill's
I
an
heard.
old man.
Stephen
just
King
needs some
lives
love.
there. Whatever.
Needs
Come
some
on,
love
man.
and some help. That's all he needs.
Yo, something's going on.
I don't know what it is.
I can't wait for the tell-all. I can't wait for them to break up and then her to write a book right after.
Yo, she was like, "Yo, mom, I got us. I finally hit the lick."
Mhm.
She got her mom
Yeah. I'm sure.
crib.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Jordan. You a bad motherfucker, girl.
Dude,
You a bad motherfucker.
I distance from that. I'm unfortunate. I think this is going to fuck up his legacy.
No, I'm not. I don't. This is separate from what he's accomplished.
Yeah, but people, the individual though.
Oh no,
we're always going to know.
Yeah,
He
but-
won 6 Super Bowls and let the last part of his life go to shit because he lost his mind and got his whole life taken over by some piece of
That does
ass.
Especially if he like is horrible in college. Like if he's like 4 and whatever fucking how many games, 4 and 8, they don't make bowl games, especially his first year. That bitch is gonna get like just this is your fault, blah blah blah. She's gonna get blamed for all this.
Only because this is the thing about Bill, and this is and the reason why I think that's a valid point. You don't make many, is because Bill is a guy that lives at the facility, sun down, sun up. From what I'm seeing outside looking in, you don't need to work that hard no more. Bring your ass home. On my way.
I have a prediction.
I'm on my way, Jordan.
I'm going to throw this out here right now. I want y'all to remember this. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I call it 50-50. He doesn't coach week 1.
Oh,
This is out of hand. Carolina can't go on like this, where a 24-year-old woman is basically your assistant head coach. You can't have that.
You called her the assistant head coach.
Rudy, she has to be CC'd on everything.
she was on the field during spring game.
No,
like,
she wasn't.
Rudy, yes, she was.
She was just walking around
yes,
like
she
parading.
was.
Like,
Have you
yeah.
not seen this? This is
No.
ridiculous. Carolina might need to save face here and end this partnership right now. It's going to cost them a fuck ton of payout money, but y'all can wait, let it get worse, and blow your program up for 10 years, or you can suffer now. I almost think that they might have to reconsider him being their coach. There she is, walking on the field during the spring game
In her come fuck me boots.
in her Carolina outfit. That's her on the field while the guys are practicing.
Talking to Bill? Was that her talking to Bill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
What's worse?
Walking around
Her-
like Flava Flav at a Public Enemy concert.
What's worse? Her walking up to Bill in the middle of spring practice?
There she goes again.
Or Jerry Jones landing his helicopter on a Wednesday?
Jerry.
This is worse?
Jerry owns that team.
Yeah,
She
Jerry
ain't
owns the
nobody.
team.
She ain't nobody. She ain't nobody. She ain't nobody. She's a fucking spare.
Yo,
She walk around like she owns the bitch,
she's walking
though.
around like
Look at that.
she's Jeannie Buss.
Yes.
She basically is.
But Jeannie owns the Lakers.
Yeah.
She don't know nothing but Bill Belichick. That's bullshit. This is so bad. This is a terrible look for Bill. Y'all can be funny. It is funny.
No, it's
but
hilarious.
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's buffoon.
Yo, I've never seen the footage of her walking
what
in the
makes
middle
it-
of spring practice
Yeah.
and talking to
Yeah.
Bill Belichick.
That's
like,
what makes it funny how
what?
ridiculous it is.
How?
I don't know. Why is he doing this?
And the best part about for her, he's in the facility all day, so she can fuck all the guys on the side at home, and he's just at
she
practice.
ain't fucking nobody, dude. Yeah, I don't agree with that theory, by the way.
I feel
She has
you.
a beat piece on the side. She ain't gonna risk her cash cow for some
Yeah,
piece
you're
of
right.
young ass.
Maybe you're right.
She's just that motherfucker ain't gonna be. She ain't gonna be with him in 2 years. She'll be 26. Her whole life's ahead of her. He's probably going. He could drop dead anytime. She ain't fucking nobody else. She is being good. She is chilling.
She knows his whole schedule, though. She made
Yo.
the schedule.
She's fucking a vibrator.
Bro,
she ain't fucking no
but
other dudes. She ain't gonna fucking
She has
risk.
plenty
She's
of
not
them.
gonna
Shout
risk.
out to her
Who was the one lady that they said messed up the Beatles?
Yoko Ono.
Yoko. She married John. Yeah.
See
She
what I'm
was
saying?
a pain in their ass.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't new. We've seen women, men too, but women, I don't know what they do, dog, but they can get you off your lane and fuck shit up
I know.
if you don't got that discipline. And Bill's clearly lacking discipline. This is Bill Belichick.
I know, man. I know. This is a lesson to us all as sports fans. No matter how much we revere somebody that does what we like to watch, like football, sports,
Yeah.
you just don't know what kind of human they are away from the game that they own. Like Bill Parcells was like Bill Parcells. He didn't know how to pump his own gas in his car.
Did you guys know that's illegal to do in New Jersey?
Yeah, because they have people that pay to
Oregon
do that. I
does it
get
too.
that.
Like
Yeah.
Bill could not. He didn't know how to pump when he moved to Dallas. He did not know how to pump gas.
Because he was up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's 60 years old. He was also just isolated.
Yeah.
All he did was football. That's all he knew.
Dude, that's what I'm
all
saying.
he knew
Bill,
in his life. He was an idiot at everything else, including women. Apparently, some people.
I think Parcells was married like 8 times. Not
Who
that
knows?
many.
Who
But
knows?
Jesus.
I can't remember the Patriot, but there was a former Patriot that said Bill Belichick was so detailed. We knew about guys' ex-girlfriends. Like, I'm talking about shit that you would never think to know. Bill
Right.
Belichick knew it.
Bill wouldn't
I
have
can't
put up with
see
any of
this
that shit from his players.
Yeah, I can't see this now
No.
with this young lady in
No.
his life. But
I mean, the reason why so Belichick and Brady's relationship got splintered because Tom had his personal agent and trainer on the field and wanted him on the field.
exactly.
And Bill had him kicked off.
Bill said no, he can't be on the sideline
Yeah.
anymore.
Remember?
Yeah,
And
shout
you
out to Guerrero.
got your piece of ass out here not on the sideline, on the field. This is terrible.
The CC
if I'm
thing
Carolina,
took the
I
CC
am
thing.
considering firing him.
Yeah, the CC her on the emails took me out. I'm out on Jordan. I'm
That's
happy for her
bullshit.
come up, but I'm out on that.
Man,
Did you guys see that North Carolina also they made it release a statement as well about
What?
this?
that they I'm sure they support
What
him
did
right
it say?
now.
Like, we don't read the whole thing, but what's the gist?
They support him, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's
publicly.
They basically that. Yeah.
But we don't. She's not a problem. It's okay. I bet you it becomes more of a problem as we get down the road here. It's sad. It's ridiculous is what it is. All right, some housekeeping items here. Y'all want to play golf with Johnny Football?
I do.
Johnny Football, ain't no girl getting hold of him. I guarantee it. He's got mental toughness when it comes to these women. He's big.
Well, it ain't gonna be that way anyway.
No, Johnny Football. Y'all want to play golf with him? Now that man, see, you know why he wouldn't get taken down? Because he's had quality ass. He's
Yeah.
used to it. He ain't got no time for no piece of ass.
None.
Belichick ain't used to it. Johnny's been around the block a hell of a times. He's also a pretty good little golfer. Y'all want to play Johnny? Y'all want to play golf with Johnny Football? $6,000.
65.
That sounds like a lot,
Or is it 6,000?
but it's 6. It's a
Okay.
round for golf. It's a round of golf for three. Y'all, you and your 2 buddies and Johnny here in San Antonio at an exclusive course that we'll tell you about on May 17th. All right. Package value is really priceless if you're an Aggie too. Get to hang out with Johnny, talk about old war stories and stuff. He's also going to sign stuff, take pictures with y'all, and it's you 2 dudes you knew and Johnny Manziel. Are you interested? Reach out to me about Johnny Football and we'll talk about it. Also, shout out to my Baseline Bums. They drop 2 or 3 shows a week. They just dropped another show a couple of days ago. Y'all make sure to check out these Baseline Bums.
I got a bit for tomorrow, thanks to Pub Sports. Irish King 97. Tomorrow, come in here with your dream foursome.
What do you mean?
and 3 other golfers.
Jesus.
3 golfers.
Your dream foursome.
But it doesn't have. It does obviously doesn't.
So they have to be
professional.
alive?
They'll have to be professional golfers.
Yeah, just be 3.
Oh,
just
play golf with somebody.
Yeah, humans. Yeah.
Yeah, because Irish King says the High Noon Dude and Adam Sandler. Adam could make my foursome because Adam's just so down to earth. But I got to think about that. I want
right.
to think about that. So put that on the rundown for tomorrow.
All right, they have to be alive.
They got to be alive.
Okay, let's go with that. Yeah, I'm not going to say Jesus and Muhammad.
No,
Come on,
yeah.
come on.
Martin Luther King.
Right, yeah. All right.
Uh,
Oh, that's a good bit. Yeah, all right. So we got money coming in, so let me promote it. Like, comment, donate
subscribe.
via the Super Chat. Buy me a coffee, too. Subscribe for free on Love You Hard TV and our partners. Make sure y'all have subscriptions to all of our partners. They're all free. Makes us all look good, helps everybody all at once. Make sure you're a subscriber to Love You Hard TV. Subscribe for free to Pub Sports Radio. And subscribe to the Anthem. Download the Anthem TV app. It is absolutely free. What do you laugh? And become a member. We've been given, by the way, I need to hear from this homeboy that won this right here.
Who was
The
it?
guy that won this, something daddy.
Shit, I forgot
Something
his
daddy.
name. Jose's supposed to have this information.
I'm going
That's
to give
his
you till
lane.
Monday. All right, the guy that
Grasshopper.
won this, Daddy Grasshopper.
Yeah.
He
See,
won,
I remember.
He won this beautiful Wemby mural, but he ain't reached out to me. I'm gonna give him till Monday. I'm gonna give him
All right,
all
cool.
weekend. I'm gonna give you till Monday, close of business. We're gonna put this back in the hopper. Members get exclusive access to our kick-ass giveaways, and of course they get to watch our members only shows that we do too. And it's only $4.99 a month, so become a member. All right. What else today?
Aaron Canuper says Bill Belichick must be on a Viagra drip.
And you know
Y'all
what?
put what?
I'm not kidding. It wouldn't shock me if they don't even fuck that bitch.
No.
Honestly.
I think they fuck every night.
No, I think he just likes having her in his life.
Right.
He's probably a guy. Doesn't he strike y'all as a guy? He's never
She makes
been,
him feel good.
He does.
Doesn't he strike you as a guy who's probably never had he's never been really close to anybody?
No, football.
Football's his wife.
God, football, and
Right.
then wherever else you get
And
in after
so
that.
it stands to reason that at 73, maybe he's kind of a social dumbass.
I saw that happen to Tiger once he got back from
Tiger was a social
because
dumbass.
well, go ahead, Isaac. Third $20, but Tiger. Thank you, Isaac. When Tiger had to go away for a bit, he was like, dude, you could tell when he came back, it's like, this shit ain't really important. I'm just enjoying time. You and I have gone through it. Like me and my daughter, my oldest, got closer once I left her, once me and her mom split. Like when you're away from your kids, and then you're finally with them, you're not thinking about hitting 1,000 balls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just like, yo, I'm with Charlie today. I've won enough Masters.
Mm-hmm.
I got 80-something PGA victories. Like, if there was a change in them, maybe that's where Bill's at. But then why take the Carolina job?
Well, that's egomaniacal shit right there, thinking you can. And this is also the same guy that got basically blackballed by the NFL. Nobody wanted to touch Belichick.
That's weird too.
Nobody did.
Maybe they knew about Jordan. NFL knows everything.
Maybe they knew he's got problems. Maybe he's losing his mind.
And this shit wouldn't fly in NFL. Like, can you imagine the GM being told, "Hey, you got to CC Jordan"? Like,
Get the Rudy, that don't happen in a lot of college programs.
no.
You ain't telling the University of Texas, CC my old lady. And she ain't even his old lady. She's a girl. She's a girlfriend. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, good luck. Go tell the athletic director at Alabama. You need to CC my girlfriend.
Yeah.
You need to fuck off. Aaron Canooper. Oh, he's on that.
What did
Viagra
Isaac say?
drip,
I saw the
$4.99.
$20. What did he say? I
Thank
want to
you,
read his
Aaron.
comment.
Aaron donated twice today, did he not? Ike the Third. Even the great Bill Belichick can fall prey to a beautiful woman who keeps him satisfied. I think the great Bill Belichick has fallen prey to a woman who just keeps him company. It may just be that sad.
Yeah.
Really, seriously. I don't know that they're banging. Viva Fiesta! Little money in your till to buy a chicken on a stick with jalapeno for your dinner when y'all are down there tonight at El Mercado. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
Come see us tonight. We will be downtown at Market Square doing our radio show from 6 to 7. And all the stuff we didn't get to today because Belichick took over the show.
It's all
We're
good.
going to get to it tonight at 6 o'clock because God knows what else will happen. All right, make sure. I appreciate all the chat today because people were putting like stuff they want to see.
Oh, yeah.
Like stuff you'd like to see, slogans, drops, things you'd like to see on a T-shirt, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Our best in the building isms, dumbass things I've said, drops, stuff Rudy said. Hell,
Run my cheeks.
hell, we got to get run my cheeks ought to be. I'd never heard that phrase till he said it 2 days ago.
I never heard that.
It made my
And I've heard it all.
yeah, my penis withdrew into my stomach
Yeah,
when he
it's
said
disgusting.
that. That's disgusting. All right, thanks everybody. We'll do this again mañana.
Oh.
Y'all be cool. Viva Fiesta. Come see us in Mercado tonight, 6 to 7. Love you all hard. Peace out later.